Now welcome to another edition of News from Naboo with Thor's Lightning Takes. And let's get right to the news.
I want to start out today with talking about some Andor. Felicity Jones, who, as we know, played Jyn Erso in Rogue One ages and ages ago.
9 years, something like that.
Well, over a year ago, she stated that Jyn wouldn't be returning to the screens, that she was hopeful her character might resurface somewhere. She had said, "I'm afraid to say I won't be, but I still have hope for Jyn at some point to make a comeback. But no, sadly, I won't be."
Well, maybe not a comeback. A comeback implies she comes back from what happens at the end of Rogue One. But another appearance, how about we phrase it that way?
But she said that about a yearish ago. Now she had a new interview recently with Screen Rant, where she said something that almost contradicted what she said back then.
Is she going to be in Andor?
She said, when they kind of expressed hope that her story wasn't over for her character, I mean, we did see her pop up again in, that changed Forces of Destiny or whatever?
Oh, sure, yeah, she was in Forces of Destiny, yes. I think it was Sabine, if I'm remembering right. Yeah, I watched it. Don't judge me.
It was a long time ago.
It was actually a long time ago.
But what she said is, never say never. She's a pretty badass character. Maybe she could come back as a hologram or something, which is completely possible in the Star Wars universe.
Why would she say that?
It was actually something I had thought of ages ago, that there's no reason why not to do a little intro to Jyn. Maybe have it kind of...
Jyn.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
Sure.
We know at the beginning of Rogue One, Cassian's job is he has to find Galen Erso. He needs this information.
Yeah.
And they go and they conveniently rescue Jyn.
Congratulations. You are being rescued.
So they're looking for her at the end of Andor.
Yeah, if you want to connect them together pretty seamlessly, you could have him watch a holo of her or something, or just have her face pop up like a little wanted thing, be like, this girl was arrested by the Empire. She has connections to the guy we need to get.
Yeah, I could see it being
It
a little...
It doesn't have to be like a full-on Jyn Erso cameo, but it could be a, let's look, she's in the prison, we know we have to go find her.
Yeah.
They said you could watch this and then immediately watch Rogue One after, so something like that would make sense.
No, I think she just spoiled the fact that we're going to see her in some kind of hologram. Maybe like a recording of her getting arrested or doing something where she gets arrested or being on the run or something along those lines, and then they put it all together and go find her.
And don't forget, even in Rogue One, when they brought her back to the Rebel base, they kind of read off her rap sheet.
Yeah, so they knew what she'd been up to.
Yes. It makes perfect sense to me that if they want to tie this into Rogue One as strongly as possible, even though they don't have to work too hard for that, having a showcase where maybe they're trying to figure out where Jyn Erso is being kept, knowing that she at one time was affiliated with Saw, there's a lot of little connecting pieces that they could easily exploit to forge a better connection with the Rogue One.
And I think they are. I think she inadvertently spoiled it, which is fine. I mean, I don't know that we assumed we'd see Jyn again, but we kind of assumed the connection's there, right? Because it is such a big part of Rogue One. Rogue One starts with finding Jyn Erso. That's kind of the point. So it's going to be so cool how it, in theory, just flows in. Like, I hope it almost feels like just a part of an extension of Andor. Not that Rogue One in and of itself isn't a good movie, but that it'll just be indeed this kind of seamless transition.
That's what Tony Gilroy said he wanted. He said when you finish this, you're going to immediately want to watch Rogue One, and that's the kind of connection I'm hoping for.
Yeah, and that's awesome. And I mean, if you like to read, I do recommend still. It's one of the best books in the new canon. It's Catalyst, which ties really well into Rogue One as well.
Mm-hmm. Rebel Rising isn't horrible, but it's not one of the best. Catalyst, on the other hand, is fantastic and definitely worth the time.
I think they would be. I would have no issue with them doing this in the reverse way, where we get the show first and that it leads into the movie, but not so much where you need to see the show, but because you don't need to see, and obviously you don't need to see Andor to know about Rogue One and to enjoy Rogue One. But to do that where you feel like if I watch the show and it goes into the movie, it's like this bonus and the show was also good.
Well, that's the same way I felt about Catalyst, and that's why what's fantastic is Rogue One by itself, great movie. Good Star Wars, good fun. You read Catalyst and you're like, oh my gosh, while I didn't need to read Catalyst, it totally enhances the movie. Now Andor's doing the same thing. It's like they took the best movie out of the Disney era.
Hands down, yeah.
And they've now supported it with an unneeded but fantastic book and an unneeded but fantastic series.
Yeah.
So I guess go for what you've succeeded in and emphasize that.
Yeah.
All right, here's another thing I kind of want to talk about briefly today, because I have even another thing after that if we have time. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see. So I know we talked a few days ago, sometime last week, I guess, about Ahsoka Season 2. Dave Filoni's the sole writer on the project.
Yeah.
And we don't know when it's going into production, but now we've kind of gotten an update / maybe conflicting story to that. IndieWire is reporting that Ahsoka Season 2 is officially beginning production in 2025 in April.
Okay, so we better get writing.
Not only that, but here's something you might really like to know. They're relocating the production. They're moving it to the United Kingdom to film.
Probably save money, yeah.
No.
Really?
No, listen, you have to hear the whole thing out. It was entirely filmed like the first season in Los Angeles on the volume.
Yes, that's...
By moving the location, there isn't a volume at the studio they're moving to. Either A, they're building one there for
Doubtful,
reasons unnecessary, or B, they're doing more on-location-y type things.
Or just more sets and stuff. Like, I don't hate the volume. I think it's an amazing technology, but
it's
it doesn't...
It's a great tool for small
It's
stuff.
a good tool for certain scenes, but I feel like there's a heavy reliance upon it. And as we've said before, the Kenobi series, to me, felt like the greatest victim of the volume, where he was like, oh my
absolutely.
goodness, I can feel the small cramp.
And the lighting felt horrible.
It felt really bad.
Just, things didn't work out well on that. It was funny, because watching Mando... I wouldn't have assumed they did so much on the small stage.
No.
Yeah, some scenes may have felt a little small, but with me not knowing about the volume, it wasn't a problem.
I think it's always the lighting, especially like when they're on a Tatooine or something. And you like when you watch the movies, you can tell that's real sunlight, and something about the volume just does not capture that the same way.
Mm-hmm. It's rough.
It is. It can be rough. Yeah, like I said, Kenobi was the worst. Not that was like the issue that broke Kenobi's back, or the straw that
no,
broke
that would
Kenobi's
probably
back.
be the story.
Yeah.
That's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move into the Advent calendar. I think I'm going to save a piece of news for the future.
Ooh, the future.
Yes. So, Advent calendar update, because
it's been a couple days, and then we didn't do it
we
yesterday.
Forgot to mention
we didn't forget. We kind of waited until Monday, I think.
So there's 3 days worth of Adam calendar here to talk about. The first day that we missed seems to be, if anyone played the little Lego games or any...
The little Lego games? They're
any
big
Lego
Lego
Star
games.
Wars games.
Yeah.
The first one kind of looks like a mini kit from those.
That's
when
what
you
I think
collect
it's
the mini
supposed
kits
to
to
be.
build the...
Yeah.
That's totally what it looks like for me. If it's not, I'm totally missing it.
If it's not, then it stumped me as well. And
It's a mini kit. The second day, which would be yesterday's piece, looks like Jabba's sail barge in miniature form, which Jabba would never fit on.
Maybe not even like mini Jabba.
No.
No Jabba could fit into that sail barge.
And then today's piece, we have a mini Millennium Falcon.
The most complex of them all so far.
So far,
you were even like, I think there's a piece missing, but you figured it out.
I did. I found it. I left it in the bag when I dumped everything out.
Ah.
So it wasn't that.
Okay.
So that is our mini Advent calendar.
It's been fun. Yeah.
Moving into new this week in Star Wars. Stop. I'm not editing this, so I can't fix this.
I know you can't.
You're horrible. So, today is Monday, but there will be no memes today. I'm just going to announce that right here or there.
We had a busy weekend.
Yep. Plus, somebody in Discord, you know who you are, said that I had succeeded in doing 2 in a row when it was actually 3.
So, you get penalized.
And the penalty is we start over.
Break the streak.
It's your fault. You know who you are.
Now we had some D&D and other things going on.
Yeah.
D&D always on the weekends. It's just...
Tuesday, Skeleton Crew Episode 3. Curious to see where it's going. Had a good romp the first couple of episodes.
First 2 were good.
Like I said, Episode 1 didn't hook me, but then learning about 2 made Episode 1 much more interesting. Wednesday for comics, we have Star Wars Battle of Jakku, Republic Under Siege number 4. For Thursday, we have voice chat this week, 8 p.m. Central Time. We will talk Skeleton Crew, so... yes, watch it.
Yeah. Not a lot of people seem to have watched it for our last
no, but we did do it, I don't know. Well, I'm hoping more people have watched, because there's plenty to discuss so far. It's been a good time.
I feel like the people who are saying that this is being soloed are maybe accurate, that kind of like how Solo...
yeah, and Solo wasn't horrible
was
either.
Punished by The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
It's Solo is... I put it in the same bracket as this. Like, Solo was a fun movie. It is not the greatest Star Wars movie, but I wasn't offended by it, even though everything that has ever happened to Han Solo that is important happened in like a week span in that movie. But you let that go, you're fine.
It's Han's big week. It's okay.
That's what it... joked before that is what it should have been called.
Yes. Now, if you want to join the voice chat, you just have to be a member of the Patreon and then join up with the Discord.
Yeah.
All good times. Good people in there. Friday. Big Friday. First off, there's an episode of Silo. Yay.
Which we're behind on.
Yeah. Your fault, I think.
It is.
Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim,
yeah,
also comes out, as well as Craven the Hunter.
which you
It's
are going
Craven
to make
time.
me go see. You were going to make
really
me see
do.
that.
I really want to see
We
it.
even
I
have
don't
a
even
gift
know.
card, so I have no excuse.
And on Sunday, Dune Prophecy episode 5.
Yes, which we kind of... I think we're going to do a review at the end.
Oh.
Because we were
We
doing...
recorded the last review, and then somebody didn't edit and put it out. I think you should still just edit it and put it out.
What actually had happened was it got deleted.
Why did you delete it? It was really good. I had statistics and stuff on it.
Yeah, it was really good, too. I realized
Hurts my
it
soul.
kind of got mixed into one of my other videos that I edited.
But it was really good.
I think it got mixed in with my
I had
my
done
game
research
video,
and
there
had
was somebody...
stats and stuff people really like.
Yep.
Oh, I'm mad at you.
Yep. I'm mad at myself.
This is honestly the first time I'm hearing that you deleted it. I just kept going, why didn't you put the video up? And you didn't tell me.
No, I think I told you that it hasn't been put up yet.
Yeah, you told me it hadn't been put up yet. You didn't tell me you deleted it.
Well, I didn't realize I had deleted it till I looked back and I was going to edit it. I'm like, oh, crap. That's gone.
I'm mad at you.
I'm mad at myself.
My videos are precious.
I'm disappointed in myself. That's worse than anything else.
So we'll have to see. Maybe there will be one for 5, and we'll just have to skip 4 and skip something. I don't know.
Like I said, we can always do a wrap-up review when it's done. That's all I got for you this time. Now it's your turn. Take to the comments below. Tell us what you thought of any and all of today's news, and let's talk some Star Wars, because we can't talk any Dune. And until next time, thanks for watching.